holy brothers and sisters!
On the second day of Pesach, the 16th of NISAN, and we are in the Kitzur Likutei Moharan. Today's lesson will be called Conflicting Codes. Shalom, the word peace, is an acronym for the dictum, know how to answer a heretic. Vida ma shetashiv le'epikores. This reflects the idea that by studying legal decisions which affect a resolution of conflict and peace, a person thereby merits to know how to answer the heresy and doubts in his heart. Furthermore, by studying codes of Jewish law, a person is able to pray wholeheartedly as is fitting. This is because the main impediment to prayer, which prevents a person from praying with concentration and feeling as he should, is that he lacks complete faith and his heart is divided from God. For the fact that if a person really knew and believed with his whole heart that the whole world is full of his glory, Isaiah 6:3, and that God stands over him as he prays, and he hears, attends, and listens to each and every word of his prayers, he would no doubt be extremely meticulous to recite his words with focused intention, and he would pray with great fervor. But since his heart is divided and he does not possess the knowledge in a strong and wholehearted way, he is not so meticulous about how he prays, and he does not focus his mind carefully upon the words of his prayers. All this derives from the doubts and heretical thoughts in the heart which stem from the conflict involving the evil inclination. Therefore, by studying the codes which nullify the conflict with the evil inclination at its root, a person merits to pray wholeheartedly and sincerely as he should. This is the interpretation of the verse, I will praise you with an upright heart. Levav, Psalms 119:7. Levav is spelled with two vavs instead of usual one, implying both of the heart's inclinations a person should use when I study your just laws through the study of the codes. As we reflect upon the idea that whenever we're standing before God, if we actually knew that He was there listening to every single word we were saying and how powerful every word that we uttered was, there's no way we would be distracted or not focus on it. Spend an hour a day to talk to your Creator and connect with Him. That's what we're here for. This whole world is about Devekus to Hashem, getting closer to God. That's what we're here about. And we should just recognize the power that we have and not get distracted by it, because there's so much we can accomplish. The way to perfect and to embellish one's faith is by bringing those who are distant from God closer to Him. But in order to perfect one's faith, that is, to draw close those who are far away, it is first necessary to elevate the sparks of the letters of one's speech. This is accomplished by fasting. The explanation for this is that all physical desires are an aspect of the forces of impurity and superfluous waste material, since without these cravings the body could still exist. When a person's physical desires overtake him, these are the forces of impurity overtaking holiness. At the forefront of all physical cravings is the desire for unnecessary food and drink, since all the other desires are drawn after this one. When this desire overtakes a person, it drags his speech into exile in the narrows of the throat and the neck, with the result that he is unable to speak a single word before God, as expressed in the phrase, my throat is dry, Ibid 69:4. By fasting, whereby a person starves himself, so to speak, he thereby moistens the throat and can fulfill the verse, cry out with your throat, do not hold back, Isaiah 58:1. And he is able to speak before God and to pray with concentration and feeling. With this, the person's speech then turns itself around and it collects the sparks of holiness from amidst the forces of impurity, leaving them lifeless. When Jews' opponents, whose vitality is drawn from the impure forces, see that they are lifeless, they can then cast away their own faith and they all turn to Jewish faith and closeness to their true Creator God. In this way, a person perfects his faith, he merits perfect faith, and he is able to refine and purify the foods that he eats. Then his eating produces a face-to-face unification of the Holy One, blessed be He, and the divine presence. So make sure that we use all of our desires for good and learn how to turn everything around to make them positive.
As always, thank you so much for learning together. If you enjoyed this lesson, please remember to like, comment, share, and borrow. And please God, we'll learn again tomorrow. Have an awesome, dacious Pesach.